I mean, the protests, Tuesday's protests, and including future protests. My source told me the plan was there are groups that had been identified, and each group had a role and tools that they were going to use in these protests. But what was the most scariest thing I heard is the plan was try and stab a few women in town, because the effect of stabbing a man is different from the effect of stabbing a woman. So you'll draw public outrage. When now the calls are, see what these protests are doing to our women, to our mothers on the streets. So blame it on the protesters that, look, there are criminal outfits that have infiltrated these protests, and therefore the more reason to ban them. And so the plan, and I remember I told you last week before this happened, the plan was they're going to get into the city, beat up people, stab, and the target was specifically just try stab 1 or 2 or 3 to make the headlines.
And you remember
what's happening.
Yeah, that's what happened, because remember Manasseh was here, and she says when she tried to stop one of the goons, she was slapped straight in the eye. She came in with a red eye. And one of the footages as well, there's this lady who wanted to cross the road. She tried to run. They ran after her. She beat her up and stole from her. So relate what your source is saying with regards to what you've said, and it's clear. It's all there. Even on page 2 of the Daily Nation, it says it was all planned. And the recruitments from areas like Congo, Dagoretti North, there is Dagoretti South, and the estate chairmen were given strict instructions to ensure that they deal with the protesters very well. So yeah,
you know,
they've admitted themselves that they were paid 2,000 shillings for anyone who has a border to carry 2 billion passengers who are armed to the teeth.
That information before this protest, when this person told me that was the plan, I was a bit skeptical. I just wanted to see. I was in town on Tuesday. There was a group that was around City Hall area. Another one was coming through University, through University. And each border had the rider plus 2 people, like Dennis is saying. And you look at the weapons that they had. So you had a group that had whips. You had another group that was carrying this
batons.
Yes, and they were all new. You know, they were all new. They were bought, and they were dropped somewhere, and each person was given. And it was so clear that they were getting escorts. So, you know, we live in a country of denial on video evidence that is not manipulated, coming from different sources, and you can say no. Not a single one of them was arrested by the police. Not a single one of them was beaten by the police. Not a single one of them was tear gassed by the police.